Walking on eggs is the way you describe how carefully I was moving, and I moved that way around the back end of the patriotic GTO and zeroed in on the license plate. I'd been hoping it wouldn't be some deadly multi-digit that might overload my memory banks, and my wish came true. 70-3. 70 was the county number, 3 was the vehicle number. In addition to being easy to remember, the number told me something about the character of the GTO owner, or the 3-part did anyway. It told me he was a lunatic, because to get license plate number 3, or any other early number, you have to be a pretty early number yourself. That is, you have to be at the Port City Courthouse bright and early the morning of the first day of license plate sales. And that usually means camping out overnight on the lawn of the courthouse with a throng of fellow lunatics, all dedicated to the proposition that meaning in life can be achieved via the attainment of a low license plate number. Keeping in mind that I was dealing with at least one potential fruitcake, I moved quietly and carefully around to the back of the van, the rear doors of which were swung wide open. I had 2 unpleasant surprises. Let me list them in order of increasing disappointment. The van had no license plate at all. The van had someone in it. Let me be specific. The van had a big, hulking figure inside it, a featureless blob of darkness just one size smaller than the van itself. And I had just perceived the hulk as something not unlike a human being when it reached out skillet-sized hands to fry me in. I heard my t-shirt tear as the paws clutched at it, and I was yanked inside the van. He'd been stacking things in there, the things he and his cohorts had been stealing, and I was just another thing to be hauled in and stacked. Only I got special preferential treatment the inanimate objects didn't receive, though at the conclusion of that treatment, I too might be an inanimate object. What I'm trying to say is, he started hitting me. They were backhands. He could have been fanning himself or swatting flies or something, but they sent me sailing just the same, tumbling onto one of his stacks, slamming into something. A TV, I think. And when I stopped bouncing into things and felt the metallic surface of the floor, he kicked me in the side, gently, as if trying to put my ribs up my nose. The next time the foot came down at me, I grabbed onto it and heaved up. Hulk went crashing awkwardly into the carefully stacked stuff in the van, a comical Frankenstein's monster, smashing things he didn't mean to, and there was the appropriate noise to go with it. Glass splintering, metal and wood scraping, even a bonging from an object that was apparently a grandfather's clock on its side. With Hulk helpless, I clearly had the upper hand, which I played to full advantage by scrambling the hell out of there, getting on my feet and heading back down the sloping grass. Somebody caught me with a flying tackle, and I went down hard, the wind whooshing out of me and leaving me on the ground and rasping, gasping for air. Then I was surrounded by dark figures, 4 of them maybe, or 40, and they began to beat on me. I covered my face, and they hit me in the crotch. I covered up my crotch, and they hit me in the face. It went on like that for a while. When I came to, I was being dragged by the legs up the sloping lawn. My back was to the ground, and I had a rather pleasant view of the sky, which had a lot of stars in it for the evening of an overcast day. My mind, however, was on other things, like feeling to see what was left of my sex life and poking my tongue around my teeth to see if I'd be eating anything but baby food from now on. I couldn't see any of my captors, and quite honestly, I didn't try to. I was thinking about other things, like surviving. As we approached the house, they dragged me like a squaw behind an Indian's pony, but with considerably less affection. My head went skipping over a stone, and I thought, giddy with pain, ain't that something? I'm the lake, and the stone is skipping over me, and I skipped over another one and went away for a while. I woke up inside the house. I knew that because there was a floor beneath me, a hard, varnished wood floor. It was dark in the house now. All those bright lights had been snuffed. It was so dark I could have been unconscious still, only my eyes were open. My first thought was, I'm alive. My second thought was, they're gone. Alive, on my stomach on the floor in the house. Alive, the lights off, so they've gone away, those men. Those men